Restoring degraded landscapes is one of the activities that improves the lives of people in the rural areas. But we also provide safe, clean drinking water with more than 2,300 Zoe pumps that were installed since 2007. Training on how to protect and maximize crop yield by planting indigenous forestry, trees alongside maize in the field. Training on how to reduce the amount of firewood needed as rocket stoves use a third less firewood than charcoal or an open fire. An opportunity to break the cycle of poverty for about 300 girl child students per year by providing school fees, non-term time classes at our education center in Mzuzu and financial assistance.
Trees can be replanted, but soil that is lost forever. Food security in Malawi is threatened by heavy erosion. And according to a study of the UN, about 2 million Malawians could be lifted out of poverty in 10 years if soil erosion would be tackled. When farmland is washed away, farmers often feel they have no alternative than to cut forests on slopes and convert them into farmland. However, this is an unsustainable practice, contributing to even more erosion. So what can be done about it? We train how to control soil erosion through installation of stick fences, digging contour beams, and brush packing in gullies. This is done in our project areas and in people's fields to slow down runoff water, soil, silt, and to trap seeds. After one rainy season, most fences have been filled up with soft, nutrient-rich topsoil, which is an excellent growth medium for the then planted indigenous trees, for example, Ntondo. Another method is to collect grasses and spread them out over on a barren planting sites to establish temporary ground cover. Here is a before and after shot from comparable areas about 2 years apart, showing a new Nsambafum tree growing well on a restored land.
Planting trees alone cannot be a single solution to decrease the pressure of forests and woodlands. So we train female builders to build clay and brick rocket stoves for firewood. This reduces the amount of fuel used by about a third.
After planting trees, workers return baskets with potting tubes. We reuse the good ones and recycle damaged tubes to produce plastic valves for the Zoe pump using our mold injection machine. We love to push boundaries and explore modern technologies. And currently, we are doing trials with biodegradable bioplastic tubes from 100% maize starch. These tubes can then be put directly into the planting hose, simplifying the planting process and not disturbing the roots, leading to an increased success rate.
Clean water is a key to sustainable development and a healthy life. We build the pump in our factory in Mzuzu, and we have a team who install the Zoe pumps. It is a simple hand pump that goes as far as 25 meters. And we also have a maintenance team that goes to the field, and we also train the communities to be able to repair the pumps. Currently, we have installed 2,389 pumps that are publicly seen on the following website.
We only promote the planting of indigenous forest trees like Mavi, Bawa, Sangu, and Samafum, and so many more to mention, because these have got environmental benefits and are part of our culture. Many of these are great for agroforestry, like fixing nitrogen, deter soil erosion, and provide food and habitat for our animals.
We have seen firsthand in Nyika National Park how pine trees escape from cultivation to invade the natural grassland, the home of zebra and many antelope species. And we now support the Nyika National Park with the removal of these invasive and exotic plants. Nyika is a water catchment area and thereby very important for hydropower and drinking water. The exotic species cause an imbalance because of their excessive use of the water. It is estimated that 10% of water in Lake Malawi comes from Nyika National Park.
We have an eco farm at Lusangazi, just outside Nzuzu, where we are growing up to 100,000 fruit tree seedlings per year that we distribute to communities where we are implementing our projects. There are often rewards to our workers or planted alongside the palms we do install.
We also work with Mzimba North District Health Office and also Ekwendeni Mission Hospital in the preventive and maternal child health. We establish outreach clinics. For example, we have a clinic in Kafulufulu. Many of you might know if you are from the north. It's an area that is very remote, and women in that area had to travel a distance of 15.2 kilometers just to access health services at the nearest health facility, which is Msizini. And also on top of that, we have seen that men are able to come for HIV testing in the rural areas, which is a big milestone for us. In these services, we offer antenatal care, family planning, which is contraceptives, mental health, just to mention a few. We also refer clients for next level. As we said earlier on, that we're working in collaboration with Mzimba North District Hospital and the Ekwendeni Mission Hospital.
All over Africa, people restore their landscapes. And more than 100 million hectares, about the size of Ethiopia, is targeted for restoration through AFR 100 in 34 countries in Africa. We were one of the first to be announced as part of this project at the launch at COP26 in Glasgow in 2021. When we zoom in on the people in our photo, on the FAR 100, we see the people who are actually digging the planting holes, planting the trees, and protect them against fire and overgrazing. Like here in Chitipa, that is in Misuku. And we talked to the people, we learned from women. For example, Yimale Sulumbu, that it is often very difficult to earn money as a mother in the villages.
We employ 75% women in all our planting indigenous trees projects, and this has helped to improve their living standards and support their families. We also empower female workers by enabling them to bring their children to preschools. What happens here is that we work with the communities and also the social welfare office to establish community-based preschools so that the women can be able to take their children to these preschools as they'll be working in our projects. That way, they are happy and they are also safe that their children are looked after and also they are fed. We also distribute reusable sanitary pads. These are convenient, affordable, sustainable, and also eco-friendly.
We are 3 drone pilots at Wells for Zoe, Patso Harrison and myself, and we capture high-resolution images and can use artificial intelligence to count planting holes to make sure that the data we report to our donors is accurate, and we also capture panoramas and do drone surveys of our planting sites. Let's take a final look at our map. Here is a satellite layer at the maximum zoom level in the area of a project site. And as we don't want to have to rely on the self-reported data, we can now add drone map layers by clicking on the photo clusters. We can open map GPS-enabled photos. These can then be viewed individually in a slideshow mode. Through the layering of drone maps from different points in time, we can evaluate landscape change, focus on the barren areas, and you will see that many more contour beams have been implemented from dry to rain season. As a side note, the increased amount of green is only due to seasonal change and not a result of our work. The ground sampling distance is about 30 times higher than the best settled data, in about 30 times higher than the best data available, resulting in about 900 times the pixel density per area, allowing to zoom in to even see the trees. Adding 360 degrees panoramas show things yet again in another way and adds a different dimension to it all.
As you can see, we have developed our own app that is called Flowlity to allow our workers to effectively capture GPS-enabled photos and planting area polygons for proving our restoration work. These photos are auto-uploaded to our data and user management system, Greenhouse. This system leaves no doubt as to what we are doing, where and how we are succeeding.
On the photo, that's one of our 12 nurseries. On that particular nursery, we are raising 300,000 seedlings. And in total for the 12 nurseries, we are raising 3.5 million seedlings. And all these seedlings will be ready for planting in December. Thank you so much for your attention.